Hey guys, welcome back to Money Making Monday. My name is Clayton. I'm a real estate agent in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and I've experienced selling real estate back in the Fraser Valley in British Columbia, Canada. And today, it's been a while since I've been here on Money Making Mondays, changing a few things up, how I'm doing my business, and I might even change up the name of this. Keep it, even though today is definitely a heavy investment and money-making opportunity, I think I'm going to change it from Money Making Mondays to maybe Mexico Mondays and just keep more of a theme of talking about other things that are going on in Mexico, other things that I see happening, life in Puerto Vallarta, to give people a little bit more insight as to what it's like to actually live here. I've been here for a year and a half now, and honestly, it's been a pure delight. Obviously, there's things that are difficult with moving to a different country, as there always is. Nothing is a walk in the park. But with that being said, today I'm going to show you guys a development. Now, this is a little bit different because it's essentially like taking a Cancun or taking a Cabo 30 years ago and investing into it. And, do you think that would have been a good idea to invest in something like Cabo or Cancun or even Puerto Vallarta 30 years ago? The answer is most likely yes. So I'm going to be posting a bunch of articles to support everything that I'm saying because not a lot of people hear about it, especially back in Canada. I think most people in Mexico, especially on the West Coast, know what I'm talking about here. But so let's just dive into it. So imagine this. We're going to a development that my brokerage is selling exclusively, and it's right on the ocean about 2 hours south of Puerto Vallarta. Okay, let's open up the map and walk and talk if we shall. Okay, so here's the bay of where we're usually looking. We're usually looking in Puerto Vallarta, Nuevo Vallarta, Bucerías, down the South Shore. But today, we're going to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to go down Highway 200 that heads south, follows the coast, and then hits Boca, and then heads south through the mountains, through the Sierra Madre Mountains, and spits you out down here on the coast. Now, there's a town called Maito here. Some people may know about that. But the big stuff is happening. Let me zoom in just a little bit. All right. Xalatepec, right here. Right here is where they're building. Here it is right here, the Costa Alegre International Airport. So this is, apparently it's almost done. I haven't been on a site visit. But what they're doing is ginormous. They are wanting to build an entirely new Cancun over here. They're calling it the Happy Coast, and they're calling it, like I said, I've got articles to share. I'm going to put them in the description down in the show notes, or if you're on my email list, you'll get all the articles there as well. And if you're not on my email list, maybe you should think about doing that. And there'll be a link somewhere under this video to do that. So what they're doing is they want to make an entire resort city. And so they're basing it around the international airport. And another thing they're doing is they're using this lagoon. I think it's this lagoon right here. And they're going to use it as a natural marina. So because this surf here is rather rough surf. It has a very, very heavy undertow. I consider myself a fairly good swimmer, and I would not go in it. So they're going to create a canal going into the lagoon and create a natural marina using the lagoon. And they've already invested like $1.5 billion into infrastructure and getting things going for this new city. It's going to be the biggest destination probably in all of Mexico in the near future. So the development that we're looking at is about 30 minutes to the north of where that airport is, right here, and it's called TIBET. Now, I want to do it justice explaining it to you. Essentially, it's going to be 250 lots that are selling. Obviously, you can build houses on it, and everything's going to be a certain vibe. It's called TIBET. There's going to be actually a little Buddhist temple on site. Everything is centered around wellness and oneness and spirituality and leaving a good environmental impact or reduction in environmental impact. I'm doing a terrible job justifying it. So you know what? I wasn't actually going to, but you know what? I'm going to show you the video for it. So let's just watch this. This is their kind of promo video.
Welcome to Tibet, a place to live where peace and nature merge harmoniously to meet you. Located on Costa Alegre, Jalisco, where three ecosystems merge into themselves, a lagoon, an estuary, and the beach are part of your home.
The estuary is essentially another lagoon, but it's all salt water. So just wanted to fill you in on that. Kind of like, the estuary in the river is like where the salt and the fresh water meet. Anyways, continue. Oh, by the way, this whole beach, this goes for miles. I'll show you in the map once we zoom out. Like literally, you go down, look in that direction, it goes forever.
Tibet is a complex of ecotourism lots, where the Tibetan tradition and nature create a unique experience. Made up of 252 exclusive lots, which are embraced by the sea, a lagoon, and an estuary, making Tibet more than a place to live, making it a true paradise that will comfort your soul. Tibet has more than 15 amenities such as a community pool, a temple with a meditation area, a yoga, a restaurant and cafeteria, a dock and ramp for boats, shopping plaza, among others. Here you can do recreational activities such as fishing, kayaking, paddle boarding, and cycling, among other beach sports. In Tibet, going bird watching, admiring the flora, and releasing sea turtles will be part of your day.
I want to release turtles.
You are perfect time to choose your ideal place. We have lots located in both the water zone and the land zone, all with a measure of 216 square meters.
And for anyone wondering, that's about 2,325 square feet. So it's not a very big lot, and they're allowing you to build 48% of that in a structure. And they've got like 3 preset building plans to choose from because they want to keep everything congruent. They want to keep, like I said, they want to keep a certain aesthetic and a vibe. And the builders, they're super good, reputable builders. They are going to be using a lot of natural and local materials. They're going to be utilizing a lot of parota wood, which is a local wood. There's more of a hardwood, a lot of bamboo, a lot of the local stones and rocks in the architecture. Let's keep going. So the houses will be about 1,100-ish square feet.
Tibet is an ecotourism complex with a privileged location of great growth for an exclusive lifestyle or investment. We are located 30 minutes away, the Costa Alegre Airport, and an hour and a half from Puerto Vallarta. We invite you to live in a place where, in harmony and respectful coexistence with nature, your spirit will be truly free. Invests in a safe and high-value asset. Contact your trusted agent right now. Are you ready to discover Tibet in Mexico?
So one of the craziest parts about this whole development, it's very ground floor. Like I said, it's like investing into Cabo or investing into Cancun 30 years ago. This is going to be one of the first developments in that surrounding area. So it'll be almost like a suburb of, whether it be, I don't know if they're going to call the city Costa Alegre or Ecatepec. I don't know which one they're going to do it, but they've already got another resort going in called Chala, which there's going to be a link down below for that. That's like 3,000 acres of an eco resort with I think it's like 2,800 houses in it. Not houses, but rooms for people to stay in. There's actually Louis Vuitton is set to build a hotel in there. Like I said, with the marina and the airport already going in, there's a bunch of development land has already been bought up for to get going. And when we're talking about infrastructure wise, this area of Mexico is not lacking any resources, especially in water. All through these hillsides is all full of spring water. And just like in Puerto Vallarta, there's no lack of water. If anything, in Puerto Vallarta, there's a lack of infrastructure to tap into the resources of the water, but there is tons of water. Okay, so when we zoom out, this is where the TIBET is, and look how long this beach coastline goes for. It is so incredibly long. You could almost go for a beach walk all the way into Ecatepec to where the town is going to be and where the marina is. Can you imagine that? And once you get a little bit further south, there's a whole bunch of rocky cliffs. Like this whole west coast south of Puerto Vallarta is so stunning. And Costa Correas right here, that's where like there's it's known for having a bunch of A-list celebrities living in here. It's a bunch of villas along this rocky shoreline. It's just beautiful. So anyways, let's go through the brochure quickly. I'll show you guys a little bit of that. Let's make me a little bit smaller. I don't even need to be here for this. Alrighty, it's just getting through, showing the location. And like they said, it's sandwiched between, this is a freshwater lagoon, the big estuary where yes, you can have boats, you can have, pleasure craft, whether you want to go skiing or whatever it is that you want to do. This is a very long, I can't remember how long, I think it's like 12 kilometers long. And then you got the ocean. They're going to do everything very, very Tibetan looking. So like I say, they're trying to keep that aesthetic alive there. There's lots of fish in the estuary, and no, there's no crocodiles or alligators. Apparently the locals stay on tight watch on that. And if they see anything, they hunt it. So it's pretty cool how they've done it here, the way it's shaped in the bay. You can see a bird's eye view of this later, but they're creating this little walking path that cuts over the water. And they're going to have docks for boats and just for spectating and for fishing. A very holistic, a very zen place, a very holistic place. We have a really good relationship with the developers themselves, and we are pushing to get even more wellness type facilities, like maybe add a place for like cold plunge and get a sauna in there, and just really make it just one step even further. Like this is going to be a luxury retreat one day. And I haven't even told you the price yet. Okay. So, here's a list of all your amenities and different activities that are going to be there. They're going to build a trail around the whole estuary. So if you want to go on a bike ride, it's like something like a 40-kilometer trail. So here we go. Here's the map again showing Puerto Vallarta. They say it's an hour and 40 minutes. I call it 2 hours for pee breaks. And then another 30 minutes to the Costa Alegre airport. And this is how it's all plotted out. And this is like kind of like a hillside. So these obviously are going to be the most expensive lots. And then going inland, the temple is going to be in the back corner. I think there's a better map of it. Okay, yeah. Shows that little bridgeway that walks between it. Temple, main road coming through. There's a little shopping center here. There's your clubhouse. We're going to have your yoga and your meditation and your pool. Hopefully have a little gym as well. I think that would be an exceptional idea. So like I said, all the lots are 260 meters, which is 2,300 plus some square feet. And the price. So the price of these, the starting price for one of these lots, obviously it's not going to be one of the water lots. Here's a look at the house. Be all done. You can get a lot with a house built on it for $100,000 US. The lot will work out to $60,000 US for a lot, or 82,000 Canadian, and then $100,000 USD for both put together and done by Dharma, which kind of reminds me of the Dharma Initiative, which, wow, that was almost 20 years ago. If you watch Lost on TV, that's what that's all about. So anyways, that's it for Mexico Monday or Money Making Monday, whatever we're calling it this time. Like I said before, all of the links for all the different articles talking about the different developments and talking about the airport and talking about the city's up and coming potential as it is are all going to be linked down below, as well as there's going to be a link to my shared Google Drive folder with all the information you're going to need to go into Tibet. And wherever you're watching this video, you're going to see my email down below. You're going to see a link to get onto my email list. I would get on that email list because then you're going to be the first people to see when videos like this come out, because I got a couple more developments that are going to be coming up, and there's always going to be more. So like I said, this is a huge investment opportunity, only $100,000 to get in for a house and a lot in Mexico, right on the water, in a huge up and coming area. So share this with somebody, give it a like, and subscribe to see all the rest of the videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.